So hello guys. I decided to do yet another video, just a short, quick one. Um, I was just thinking, and so I heard some news today which weren't pleasing, and I don't know, like I just felt a great sense of fear. And okay, just a short explanation of possibly like what I could have heard, what it meant. Anyway, so I'm a final year medical student at UCT, right? And obviously my main goal this year is to graduate and to finish and to start working as a doctor next year. So I've been part of a student activist group, if you might call it that. And basically we've been We've been fighting a few cases for students in the university, especially in, let me not even say especially, but in the Faculty of Health Sciences, right? And various numbers of students have been coming to us with some complaints about certain departments, about the way exams are set up, like a lot of things. They come with a lot of queries or needing help, and we try and assist them in the best way that we can. And in this one instance that's happening this year, the beginning of the year, we've got a problem with this one particular department in the university, in the faculty. I had a similar problem with them last year, and it was resolved in the way that it was. But yet again, this department is, I think it's like it's set on making students' lives like a misery, if I might say. They don't want to accommodate students, they don't want to accommodate certain minority groups in class pertaining to exams, etc. Anyway, so I just all of a sudden felt afraid, and because I was thinking, now here's a student asking for our help, and I'm in final year, and I want to graduate, and I want to get my degree, and I want to become a doctor, and I want to be financially dependent from my parents, and I want to contribute to society in a meaningful way. But now there's this fear that if we do contest this, and if we do go against this department, then there's a chance that we might be victimized, and there's a chance that my dreams of becoming a doctor and helping the community won't come through. There's a chance that, like, I may not graduate at the end of this year, and I was just afraid, and I just wasn't at peace about that whole issue, and it just made me think that surely this kind of fear that I'm feeling, this fear is not from God, God is someone who encourages us to be courageous and not to be afraid, to trust in Him and to lean on Him and to place our burdens on Him, And it made me think that there really isn't a need for me to worry. There isn't a need for me to be afraid, because at the end, ultimately, God's will be done. And that I should just take courage and just push through, being obedient to God, doing what pleases Him, always consulting Him for guidance as to what I should do next, but definitely leaning and trusting in Him and praying for Him to remove this fear, and praying for Him for His will to be done. And I just want to leave that word of encouragement to everyone else, to other people who may be feeling the way that I am, and who may be going through very tough circumstances, where you're feeling so disheartened and you're so afraid and you don't know what to do and you don't know like what your next move is, I just want to say to you, God is there. Trust in Him. I understand how you're feeling, and I understand that at the moment, like you feel like you do have nowhere to turn to, but God is there. He'll always be there. Ultimately, His plan will succeed. We just need to trust in Him. We just need to talk to Him. We just need to lean on Him, and we just need to be courageous. And I'm just saying, we need to be more courageous. We need to be young people who are courageous. We need to be young people who are willing to speak up against injustices, whether it be in university as myself, even if you're in high school, in the workplace. We need to speak up against things that aren't right, and yes, it might cost us and there's a big risk, but it should not be allowed. It should not be tolerated. We need to speak up, and we need to say enough is enough. And I'm just encouraging you out there to be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. God is there. God loves you. God is protecting you, and He will go ahead. He will go before you and prepare the way for you. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.